Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 19 with your host, Hard Truck One. Hello everyone. Whoop, black screen. Sorry about that. Hello and welcome back to the farm, back in Farming Simulator 19. So off camera I got that one contract done that I was telling you about, and got a lot of money out of it, or a little bit of money out of it, about 17 grand, plus a little extra from the extra grain that they give you. Now we're gonna go, we're gonna come back and we're gonna replant ours. I think we're gonna replant it into whatever the highest thing is. So if we look here, and if we go by who's got the highest, let's see, let's not click on that. So what places are paying the highest for what? Soybeans look like they are the highest. Right now, cotton is at an overall high, but we don't have the ability to do the cotton yet. There goes the choo-choo. Eggs, and that's not easily done because we don't have the means to do that. Same with just about everything else. So actually our highest would be soybeans right now at 1600 per liter. No, 1600 per 1,000 liter at the restaurant. So let's take a look at our combine and see if we can do. Yes, we can do. Yes, we can do soybeans. So I think that's what we're going to do. Now I don't think there's any. Nope, we can plant soybeans with our planter. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna plant soybeans because that's the most money for the least amount that we can do. So let's drop the trailer. Start the tractor. Let's go over here, get our planter. Oh, and by the way, I think I mentioned I was gonna mention that I am playing in the beta version of of this. So when I was over here and you're wondering what this shovel is, well, this shovel is the new landscaping thing, and I'm not going to landscape anything because it costs a pretty penny to landscape stuff. But yeah, we can now at least in the beta test until they get it until they get it probably some bugs and stuff out. But yeah, we can go through and we can now flatten. We can raise, lower, flatten, smooth. I'll show you all the controls here. So this is all the stuff that you can do in the thing. You switch over to planting or painting, where they call painting, but it's more like you can do usually you can do different things. See, like down here in the corner, see you can actually change different things, and I think I just broke it, but it doesn't matter. Alright, but we can't do any of that right now because we don't have the money. I tested it out on a test world, and it is expensive to do. So we're going to change over to soybeans, and hopefully we don't have to do too much. And here we go. We are planting we're going to plant some soybeans, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully we're not going to do we're not going to do too much. It's not going to use that much, doesn't look like it, for soybeans, so. So hopefully we'll have a pretty good crop of the soybeans. The price will take and hold for the restaurant for about 2 or 3 days. That way, I mean, we could definitely make a profit off of them, hopefully. And then we can start thinking about, maybe, since we don't have very much expenses, we could think about maybe putting in a silo, and then we could just keep our crop until the silo is full. And once the silo is full, dump the silo out to to one of these places, and then we should be able to, we should be able to make a tiny profit off of everything. I am thinking about not doing any contracts, just for the simple fact that if I focus more on getting our farm going, then if I can focus more on getting this farm going, then we'll definitely be able to have plenty of crop and stuff to be able to get up to where we can start, maybe thinking about flattening out an area somewhere here. Or maybe purchasing an area to be able to flatten out. And getting some extra stuff done. Ultimately, I think what I'm gonna do here is I may actually continue. Actually, this is maybe what I might do. I may actually continue doing some contracts off camera to get up to enough money to buy. I think we're gonna buy field 15 here. It's the closest to this one. It's the closest to our existing field, and plus, if I had that field and I could get, it would take a little bit longer to plant than it would be like right now. But I could plow these two together. I could definitely plow these two together and plant a bigger crop, enough that we could take and get going on it. I'm sorry, I'm having to clear my throat for some reason. I hope that's not too annoying. But anyway, get that going. Get those two fields put together. That would give us a lot more. That would give us a lot more crop. It'll give us a lot more crop, and then we wouldn't have to worry about. And then we could just farm that a couple of times. That would probably get us enough money that maybe we could upgrade the seeder. Maybe get a little bit bigger seeder, so it wouldn't take too much time to seed, maybe. And then after that, then we could take and start thinking about maybe then we could start thinking about maybe getting into some animals, because then we'd be able to really truthfully just cut this field, not necessarily cut it, but like plant what we need in one area, another thing in another area, and all that other good junk. But we'll have to see what happens after this. I mean, if we can get a pretty good crop off of this, that would kind of set us up a little bit to be able to think about getting the bigger field. And I think that's basically all I'm going to do, is just think about getting more fields, start getting more fields. Like I said, maybe 15 and 14, plow them together, because 14 is actually almost too small of a field to run anything by itself. Am I going to hit that? No. Okay. Didn't think I was going to hit it, but I didn't want to just fool myself and actually hit it. I'll have to catch that in the next pass. So yeah. So anyway, we'll get this field all nicely planted and everything. Then I guess I'll just go through all the motions and stuff for it, all the stuff for it off camera. I don't really think you guys want to see all that. Well, maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. It's not clear what anybody wants on this channel, because nobody comments. So, oh well. But I do plan that when we get the bigger, if we can get that field and be able to put them together, I will probably be setting up. I will be setting up the recordings in such a way that they're either I I'll be setting up the recordings to whether I will do like the first quarter of the field and then do the rest off camera. Or I will do most of the field, do the last quarter on, and do the last quarter, or do most of the field off camera, and then the last quarter of the field or so I will do on camera, so you guys can see what I've done. And then we'll go on to something better. We'll go on to something different then. Like being able to do like being able to fast forward to the weeding stage, do the weeding, and then do other stuff. I'm thinking what I'm going to do for weeding, I think I'm just going to go change the tires on the tractor. Yeah, I think it costs about $1,000, maybe a little more. I'm not sure. To trade out the tires, trade out tires on it, and then that way we can have. And then that way I can have all of the crops. I don't have to worry about running over the crops or anything like that. And just have that. And then once we're done with all of that, then I go back to the shop and trade them back out for the normal tire, the tires that we have on here. So. I think that's what I'm gonna do with that. So. Anyway, let's see. Let me work out what today. So, so Christmas is coming up, and at the time of this recording, we got about 5 days, because I put these up on Friday, and of course today is probably Friday of this as this video goes out. So I will take and say Merry Christmas. Have a nice nice holiday. Hope you have, you know, hopefully you'll get what you want for Christmas or anything, or and all that other stuff. The reason why on the last series, the reason why I didn't acknowledge the holiday really when I was recording it, which I think was Farming Simulator 17, and it was through the Halloween, I think it was through Halloween, is because I was recording, on it I was recording so many in a day and then only releasing them every week. I really didn't know where the video was for. I really didn't know which video was going to release for what holidays, so that's how come I didn't do that. But this time I'll take and say Merry Christmas because, or hope you have a very Merry Christmas, because I know the schedule and I know which videos are going out now. So this one will air, like I said, this will air 5 days before Christmas. So hope you have a very happy Halloween, and hopefully for those boys and girls and stuff out there, hopefully you get what you want for Christmas. We're just gonna keep plowing along. We're almost done with this field. And I know I kind of said I wasn't gonna do this all the time, but did the whole field as we went. But I kind of feel like, we'll just do it this way. It's pretty easy. I'll come back and catch that little nub. Actually, on the next one, if I drop it down. Looks like on the next one, if I drop it down before then, I'll just catch that little area. Doesn't that sound like a helicopter? Maybe that's supposed to be the sound of the road over there, but it sure doesn't sound like the road. It sure sounds like a helicopter in the air that you don't ever see. So once we get done with this field, I'll probably say goodbye till the next episode. But probably I will. Well, maybe I'll do the weeding and stuff in the next episode. Well, we'll probably be doing weeding, and then we'll probably start. Fast forward it, do the fertilizing and everything. Well, we'll do fertilizing after this. I have to fertilize this after, or before we go, or before I fast forward it to the next time. So I'll probably do that off camera. Yeah, I'll probably do that off camera. So that's done. But then we'll probably do the weeding on, because I'd like to see if I can weed. Whoopsie. Hi. Okay. Oh, I'll come back for that. Or actually, no, I'll probably chew it off as I go, so it doesn't matter. I didn't realize how far away I was getting away from the edge. Anyway. Oh well. Yeah, but judging by the time, we'll probably be done with this field at the same time that the episode will be over, so unfortunately there's that. But anyway, like I was saying, is I'll do the first fertilizing off camera. Then after I roll it forward to the first stage so that we can weed the weeds, I'll probably come back in the next episode with that, and so that way we can drop the what am I doing? Drop the, oh, so that way we can switch out the wheels. We can switch out the wheels together, grab the weeder, do the weeding on the field. Do the weeding of the field, then we can get, and then once that's done, we'll probably spray the field again if we can spray the field, and then we'll get, and then we'll probably roll over to harvesting, but we probably won't go harvesting just yet. Because like I said, I do want to do a few contracts. Might do a couple on camera, just, you know, to give you the, to be able to give you the idea of what the contracts take. I mean, they're worse than doing our field, basically. You got to do either, because chances are I don't have the equipment. I either don't have large enough equipment, or I don't have the equipment per se that they want me to do. So, I mean, it would definitely be one of those things that's like, well, it's nice to take and do it, but chances are I'm not going to have the ability to do it. Alright, looks like after this, it looks like we can just go up and down with these. Try to sneak in here, hit that, turn back, get lined up here. Swing out again. And I can grab these two as I come in to get that. No, I'm not a perfectionist, but I do like to have every bit of the field. Unless it's around the edges, I do like to have every bit of the field done, so. Alright, folks, so with this last pass, I'm going to call this an episode. Like I said, in the next episode, we'll try to, I'll get the fertilizing done. I'll get the first fertilizing done here, so that way it's all done. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna pull over here. Come in the backside like this. There we go. And that's far enough. Alright, let's go look at the field and see what it says. Okay, so it says it's about... not giving me a good reading. Yeah, so it's about half fertilize or quarter fertilized. So we get a good fertilize in, and it'll be then we just have to do just a little bit. But anyway, so all right. So in the next episode, we'll run time forward until we get to the first stage of growth. Hopefully, the first stage of growth won't be at night again. And you know what? If it is, then I'll just do the work off camera, and then I'll just do the work off camera, and then we'll be ready to harvest it when it becomes. But until then, I'm Hard Truck One. This is Farming Simulator 19, and I'll see you in the next episode. Laters.